Ακόμα να πάει live. Πάει τώρα.
Και εδώ, ναι.
Set.
Ένα λεπτουδάκι. Μόλις γίνει 4 να ξεκινήσω. Το ανοίξαμε.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. We're just waiting a couple of minutes now while everybody comes in. Actually, probably not even a couple. In a minute's time, we'll be ready to make a start. Hope everybody's having an enjoyable day. We can add something more to your afternoon today. Okay, I think many are already with us, so let's make a start with this afternoon's webinar. Good afternoon and welcome. It's a great pleasure to have you with us today for our third in our current series of webinars. My name is Sophie Giriago. We also have with us today Joanna Vrioni, and we form part of the team here at the European Institute of Management and Finance, or EIMF as we are more commonly known. For those of you that perhaps are joining us for the first time, the EIMF is a leading European training provider offering training and professional qualifications across an array of different learning areas and across all sectors. Although we do have a very strong presence and specialization within the financial and corporate services sector. Our learning areas include personal development, soft skills, management, technical skills, financial regulations, banking, legal and accounting being some of the key areas of our expertise. Our learning initiatives are offered via live online, e-learning, and hopefully very soon a return to our classrooms as well. Those of you who know us well will be very much aware that we're a team of people who share quite a passion for ongoing learning and enjoy offering help and advice to working professionals, but also to university graduates and even school leavers. So we hope that any newcomers today will also now feel free to get in touch with us. So what are we here to talk about today? Legal tech and digital transformation is our topic of today. This, of course, is an area that over the last year has witnessed tremendous changes. And like all changes, there are always challenges. So we're looking forward to hearing some insights from our expert today. Before I move on to introduce our presenter of today, I would just like to mention that we will do our very best to answer some of your questions through a short question and answer session at the end of the presentation. So please feel free to write your questions at any time during the presentation. You'll see at the bottom of your screens the question and answer section. So jot your questions down there and then we'll be able to revert to them a little bit later at the end of the presentation. So today it's a great pleasure for us to have with us and to introduce to you Christiana Aristido, who's going to be our presenter. A few little words about Christiana. She's, first of all, a business technology lawyer with over 23 years in practice, and also the founder and the CEO of the hybrid law tech firm, Christiana Aristido LLC. She's a member of the Cyprus Bar Association since 1997 and currently the president of their technology committee. She's also a national delegate to the ISO TC 307 Blockchain Committee, which means that she's contributing in a number of different working groups involving many things, such as drafting standards on smart contracts, blockchain, just to mention a few of those. Christiana is also co-founder member and vice chairman of the Cyprus Blockchain Association, and very recently has been appointed by the European Legal Technology Association as the association's ambassador for Cyprus. So, sounds like a very busy lady. So, I think on that note, and without any further ado, I will hand you over to Christiana. Welcome, Christiana. Let's hear what she has to share with us today.
Thank you very much, Sophie. Thank you, Joanna. I'm very happy to be with you all here today. Guys, ready to discuss and share information with you on this amazing subject. So, if today you see the lawyers taking the stand in the global legal scene to discuss change, technology, and innovation, and the way ahead to the industry's transformation, it means one thing: that today, the legal services industry, the legal services market sector is heavily and massively being disrupted. Why I say this? Legal technology or legal tech or law tech, the terms are used interchangeably, although there are some commentators suggesting that the terms aren't exactly the same, that there are some certain differences between them, which we'll not be looking at today. So I was saying that law tech or legal tech is not something new. It is not a new phenomenon. It has not appeared yesterday. Legal technology emerged as a response to the challenges the industry faced following the financial crisis of 2008. Mainly these challenges being the pressure to minimize, cut costs, and reduce expenses, the restricted budgets that the law firms and legal institutions and corporate departments and in-house legal departments had available, the need to attract clients and also charge them in a market which was highly competitive at that time after the recession, the need to standardize procedures to enhance cost and time efficiency and retain quality, the pressure exercised on the law firms by their own employees, the great amount of data that were in the possession of law firms and had to be properly and effectively managed, and also the competition from new companies and startups, which slowly started entering the sector, offering innovative solutions which influenced and influenced the traditional way of practicing law, lawyering, and traditional law business models. So, as you see on the screen, I say lawyers have been resistant to change. Despite the need to respond to these challenges brought about by the recession and achieve sustainability, in general, lawyers have been resistant to change and have been resistant to accept that the most powerful enabler to this change is technology. Even where genuinely and authentically lawyers wish to provide value to their clients, they resisted legal tech. It is true to say that and I personally believe is true, and my experiences support that the legal industry has for decades showed that it is the most conservative industry. Probably this is related to the strong effort exercised by lawyers to preserve what they considered essential elements of professional behavior or long accepted standards, rules of conduct, or because lawyers always believed that when it comes to law and the practice of law, there is a great deal of human reasoning involved, far beyond the reach of any technology. Do you think is that? Maybe because the lawyer believed in this for decades, that there is a great deal of human reasoning involved, far beyond any natural processing language, any robot, far beyond the reach of any simplistic calculating machine. And the lawyers seemed, until today, to have resisted fundamental change, or to have succeeded in delaying or postponing adopting, leveraging, integrating, using technologies for many years. Even during the last decade, after the recession, they showed some resistance. So looking back to this decade I just referred to, in terms of legal tech, we have seen the introduction of Westlaw Next in 2010, a major advance in legal research, the first major project of Westlaw since its initial web version was launched in 1998, which brought what? Google-like simplicity to legal research, and the first to use a machine learning algorithm to deliver better search results long before anybody called it artificial intelligence, as Robert Ambrogi, a lawyer veteran, legal journalist, an award-winning blogger and podcaster, remarked in his article on law sites. Then the launch of Lexis Advance by LexisNexis followed, and then Thomson's Reuters Westlaw Edge, which uses artificial intelligence and analytics to help lawyers and legal researchers find answers and conduct high-level research. Soon after, and in the same decade, we saw Bloomberg, which had launched before in 2009, but we see Bloomberg leveraging technology, gaining traction, albeit slowly, and also we see FastCase, another product, and CaseMaker. But it wasn't until CaseText, Ross Intelligence, and Ravel Law appeared in the global scene that the real disruption started. CaseText introduced the revolutionary CARA in 2016, a first of its kind system that can analyze, using artificial intelligence, briefs, drafts, and similar documents that users get to upload onto the system and find relevant cases, case law, that the user had failed to include or missed to include during her drafting. So the system finds these cases for you through the analyzing of your brief. Inspired by Cara, we got to have Eva from Ross Intelligence, Clerk from Judicata, Vincent from Vlex, Quick Check from Thomson Reuters, and Brief Analyzer from Bloomberg Law. While almost all of these products or systems focused on legal research technology, what we saw during the last decade is a strong ecosystem of legal tech startup companies emerging and rapidly growing to what legal tech is today. A strong ecosystem of startup legal tech companies that have disrupted and are continuing to disrupt an industry which has been characterized by conservatism and skepticism and have been resistant to change for so many years. By doing what? These startups are offering innovative solutions in a great number of legal areas with the use of advanced, disruptive, exponential technologies. So yes, today, as I said before, the industry is being heavily and massively disrupted. And it seems that lawyers have come to realize and have come to understand and accept that the more advanced, the more sophisticated technology, artificial intelligence and machine learning systems, predictive analytic systems, distributed ledger and blockchain systems emerging will soon be able to perform legal tasks on par with that of humans, and that new branches and new areas of law are also being created and rapidly evolving. Computational law, as stated by Stanford's professor Michael Genesareth in his excellent paper entitled Computational Law, the Cab in the Backseat. Computational law is that branch of legal informatics concerned with the codification of regulations in precise computational form. From a pragmatic perspective, computational law is important as the basis for computer systems capable of doing useful legal calculations, such as compliance checking, legal planning, regulatory analysis, and so forth. So, to make it clear, legal technology or legal tech or law tech is software, digital tools, and other technologies, such as those I have just referred to, artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms, analytics, and big data software tools, distributed ledger technologies and blockchain systems, and smart contracts, customer experience solutions, cloud technology that help legal professionals and law firms, legal institutions, in-house legal departments, corporate departments, to do what? Simplify, automate, and streamline core processes. challenge and change the way legal services are delivered. But legal technology or legal tech is also those technologies that help consumers access legal expertise and justice and meet their legal needs and expectations by enabling electronic access to and delivery of justice. These are all disruptive legal technologies that are currently transforming and will continue to transform the entire legal landscape as they provide increased efficiency, productivity, and growth, reduce costs, better results for both clients and organizations. There are various types of legal tech. Among other are legal research technologies, document automation products and storage, document management and document analysis tools, online legal guidance, electronic discovery, electronic legal marketplaces and platforms, workflow and project management tools, practice management software, case management and contract management software, machine prediction, online dispute resolution systems, accounting technologies, billing technologies, recruiting technologies. So, what does the legal market look like at the moment? In recent years, there has been an increase in the number of firms providing legal tech product, and it seems that there are two main players, big tech providers of technology to law firms and a host of legal tech startups offer various services to individuals, law firms, and in-house legal departments. To share some more information with you on some of the solutions I mentioned before, as solutions we have seen, if we are to categorize them, artificial intelligence and machine learning document review, which are actually data-trained algorithms that analyze legal documents across many areas, from risk management to compliance cases. Document and contract management platforms, which are tools that streamline or automate creating templates, negotiating clauses, and analyzing content. Workflow tools, which are systems that allow lawyers to digitalize and automate their workflows. Smart contracts, blockchain. These run on blockchains and are self-executing clauses in legal contracts enabled by distributed ledger technologies and blockchains, Internet of Things, and other. Also, electronic discovery tools, which are very helpful for litigators and litigation. These are solutions that simplify and automate e-discovery stages. For example, machine learning algorithms that collect and process documents and prepare it for a lawyer to review. We have also the legal chatbots, automated rule-based tools enabled by artificial intelligence, machine learning that allow users to get answers to basic legal questions, to basic legal inquiries in a chat or on a messenger. We also have online marketplaces These online marketplaces are digital platforms that help clients, help consumers find the right lawyer faster. Another category are the cloud-based databases. Data here is gathered in a single data warehouse where it can be accessed by employees across departments of the same organization. And data security also, ensuring we use it to ensure the highest level of security for legal records with distributed ledger technologies. We have already discussed some existing solutions and products, but allow me to share with you that I mentioned Clio. So from this ecosystem of legal tech startups, companies, of legal tech startup companies like Clio and its cloud-based practice management platform, similarly, Rocket Matter, which launched soon after, is pretty much the same product. Also, I want to share with you that Clio got stronger following a 250 million raising they did, one of the largest investments in this ecosystem of legal tech startups. So because of that, many products followed Clio, like Cosmolex, Firm Central, MyCase, Practice Panther, Smokeball, ZolaSuit, delivering instrumental, innovative solutions. And also to mention ELTA's collaboration tool powered by HiQ. Also to share with you, as regards the category of e-discovery software, we have seen Logical, and also in terms of client relationship management, CRM software, further to what I have already shared with you. We have Lawmatics, Fresh Sales, Clio Grow, and Captora. Of course, I want to stress out to the audience that we should look at our market also, Cyprus market. There are some really good solutions and legal tech and really good startup companies, emerging companies, whom we should support. For this reason, and because I'm not allowed, I do not wish to share any details on local products without any complete investigation. And because the technology committee, of which I am the president of the Cyprus Bar Association, is ready to start to conduct the research on legal tech in Cyprus. We are ready to approach startups, legal tech startups, and other companies that develop such similar tools. So I would like to share with you that if there are any legal tech companies in the audience or individual entrepreneurs who deal with legal tech, please contact the Bar Association and ask to talk to me, because you will help us a lot to what we have to do in terms of conducting this research in our market, because we want to boost our legal tech ecosystem locally as well. So another issue I want to share before I close is that I guess you would be interested to know how legal tech improves access to justice, since I mentioned that. Many people around the world find difficulties to access justice, causing serious adverse effects on people's lives. Consequently, legal technology can be harnessed to enhance access to justice for all the people, making an impact to society. According to a survey conducted on US legal technologies, legal tech can be used to improve access to justice by using technology that provides information, technology that connects individuals to lawyers, and technology that automates and produces documents. How? By providing key legal information and self-help tools online for both lawyers and individuals, legal tech, and individuals, people, consumers, citizens. Legal tech can be leveraged to improve access to justice for everyone. Pro Bono Net is an example of free online guidance for lawyers taking on pro bono issues. The organization works to bring the power of the law to all by leveraging cutting-edge technology and collaborating with the nation's leading civil legal organizations. From connecting lawyers to those most in need, to creating legal tools to help individuals advocate for themselves. Pro Bono Net makes the law work for the many and not the few. So this is an example for law tech companies interested to investigate what is exactly this Pro Bono Net. Could we, for example, start developing such a tool in Cyprus? By connecting those individuals who need legal help with lawyers, legal aid organizations, and law firms. So they help by connecting those individuals who need legal help with lawyers and organizations and law firms. For example, there's a platform called Asylum Connect. It's an organization. Asylum Connect is an organization that provides the world's first tech resource platform for those fleeing persecution due to sexual orientation or gender identity. Moreover, legal tech can be used to connect individuals to attorneys, to lawyers, for online advice. So another tool, another product, platform, or project you may wish to research on is ABA, Free Legal Answers, which provides virtual legal advice clinic. Also, how else they help? By leverage document automation to turn documents into easy-to-use web-based questionnaires that individuals and lawyers can use to produce the forms they need to respond, for example, to a debt collection lawsuit, apply for asylum, or change their legal name and gender. Document automation provides many benefits, such as speed, risk management, better contracts, etc. To close, although legal tech is at its infancy, we would say, law firms are already leveraging what it has as Kind suggested. We will see an increasingly capable, pervasive, and connected world pushing legal to change. In addition, according to the Law Society, the future of legal tech and legal services is that the use of technology in the legal profession will bring an impact on the number of legal jobs, initially at lower grades of staff. There will be also a change in the nature of legal jobs, and the future will bring changes to organizational structures and, of course, business models. Legal tech is for all legal professionals, especially at this period when social distancing is the new normal. Choosing the best legal tech products and tools to deliver your legal services can help you stay competitive and successful at these challenging times and deliver the best possible services and quality for your clients. Always remember that there are myriad ways that technology can help you do your job efficiently and successfully especially during these difficult times. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sophie?
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Christiana, for that very interesting, thought-provoking presentation. Now, let's have a see. As I said at the beginning, we really will do our best to answer your questions. We have quite a lot of questions, so we will make a start, and should we not be able to, we will try to gather them and get back to you via your emails that you have left with us. So just to first of all mention that sometime, hopefully tomorrow, we will be in touch and we will send you both the presentation and the recording, since many of you have actually already requested that. So I'll point that out already, that we will do that for you. And we will move on to see if we can get through as many questions as we can. So the first question for you, Christiana, is you are an ELTA ambassador. Can you tell us a bit more about ELTA and its objectives?
It's ELTA. So it's the European, it's a European Legal Technology Association, ELTA, ELTA. And it is an association registered in Germany, having its headquarters in Berlin. ELTA is an uncommercial expert leading the discussion on advancing and innovating the legal market by deploying of the legal technology. Do you want to share more?
Thank you very much for that. If you have something to say, by all means, otherwise we'll move on to our next question.
Yes, I would like them to visit the website of ELTA.
Okay, so perhaps everyone can do that in their own time. So let's move on. I'd also like to just say a big thank you to you for all your comments that are coming in, because we have a lot of things being written, and we thank you very much, everybody, for your kind words and everything that you're sharing with us. Our next question, the judicial system in Cyprus is currently undergoing digital reform. Should we expect the use of emerging technologies in court procedures? Do you favor less or more radical technology solutions in the digital transformation of the judicial system? So let's see what Christiana has to say about this.
Cyprus is indeed currently aiming at reforming its judicial system through digital transformation. The existing inefficiencies and slow progress of court cases cause problems to the proper administration of justice, of course. Surely the pandemic has brought forward these problems and inefficiencies in a more pressing way. Technology is well placed to address these existing inefficiencies. Hence the reason why a national e-justice system for the digital submission of pleadings, the e-filing system and court documents is now at an advanced deliberation stage. The initial objectives of the intended Cyprus e-justice system are to simplify the court document filing, submission, and reduce the heavily paper-reliant court processes, thus achieving cost and time savings. The design of the system does not contemplate the use of emerging or disruptive technologies, unfortunately, at least for the time being. The focus for now is to move away from the paper-based to the digital world using more conventional, I would say, technologies and step-by-step interventions. As to my own view regarding the technology solutions used for the judicial system's digital transformation and how radical or novel they had better be, I would say that these technology solutions, in any case and regardless of their nature, must be assessed as part of a more comprehensive scheme. The technology used in digital transformation is not an objective per se, but rather an instrument that can bring about the desired outcome. In this sense, after we identify the areas in the judicial system that cause significant inefficiencies and are conducive to reform, we can design solutions that will make use of such technology that can be realistically adopted and operated by the intended users. The exponential growth of technology oblige us to apply forward thinking in designing technology-based solutions for our business and industry needs. I myself have dealt with blockchain, artificial intelligence, and big data and other emerging technologies, and recognize their incredible potential. Indeed, I do believe that we must consider the use of these technologies in designing our comprehensive plan for judicial digital transformation. Still, we must keep in mind the need to achieve a seamless transition to such a novel framework involving new security and privacy standards, considering also the level of technology knowledge among a diverse group of people that are intended to use the reformed judicial system. Returning to your questions, I do believe that emerging technologies are bound to and must inform the digital transformation of our judicial system as we move along. For this reason, we must consider them in our national planning for judicial digital transformation. The way and time of their implementation must be carefully decided by reference to many factors, including their realistic application and use by a diverse group of judicial actors with varying technology knowledge and the need to maintain security, cybersecurity, the interoperability of the system with other processes. To stay ahead of technology trends and make optimal use of all available technology, we must consider emerging technologies in transforming our judicial system in order to maximize the efficiency gains. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. So I guess something that we will be seeing in the future, but needs to be very carefully thought out.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to another question. What actions do you believe are useful to the development of legal tech communities in Cyprus, considering also your own role as an ELTA ambassador?
Yeah. The legal tech community is not consistently and comprehensively developed in Cyprus. Leaving room, I would say, for many actions and initiatives towards a consistent and across the board progress in legal tech. A key area that I believe will unlock a great part of the legal tech potential is the knowledge transfer and training to legal professionals. This is crucial. Technologies, especially of disruptive and innovative nature, are novel areas for most lawyers, both as tools to improve their business models and as areas of their legal practice. Speaking about transforming our judicial system and the wider legal industry is ineffective unless we address the existing knowledge, expertise, and skills gap in law and technology. We must organize events and seminars on pressing and emerging legal tech matters, intending to reach as many legal professionals as possible. Legal hackathons, where legal professionals will be encouraged to propose innovative solutions using technology to address the challenges facing the legal industry, and also useful in increasing legal tech activity. Spreading legal tech awareness is a precondition, I would say, to the digital transformation of existing legal processes and to successfully adapting to the emerging legal industry and new legal practice areas. Connected with the idea of training, of course, of training legal professionals in technologies, is the need to introduce updated technology-informed content and curricula for law students, thereby disseminating legal tech knowledge and cultivating legal tech skills and expertise from early on. Universities shape our future. Entering the exponential growing business and legal industry will be a challenge for law students unless they are well equipped with legal and technical training, with law, business, and technology awareness, and of course, legal tech skills. Only law students with legal tech fluency will be able to successfully drive the development of the legal industry and manage to keep abreast of all technological trends informing all industries. So ELTA, as an association, acknowledges the significance of these initiatives, having collaborated with ILSA, which is the Innovation in Law Studies Alliance, to support the transformation of universities curricula, modules, teaching, to adequately train students. I believe that similar actions must be taken in relation to Cyprus's universities, colleges. Some domestic universities are receptive of new technologies, which makes this initiative particularly suitable and fitting to the objective of offering proper legal tech training to the law students to ensure their future success. Another way to help the growth of legal tech is through collaborations and synergies between legal professionals and technologies, and I consider this hugely, hugely important. The legal tech industry hosts professionals from various backgrounds with different expertise, with different skills. We should aim to bring these professionals together to unlock the huge potential in joining expert professional forces. The value of legal tech professionals exchanging information, expertise, and knowledge cannot be overstated. Seminars and events tailored to attract and bring together a diverse group of professionals operating in the legal tech space must certainly be organized. Again, as I said, legal hackathons are very useful since their function and nature are conducive to collaborations and synergies. In this context, I encourage that ELTA seeks collaborations with other profit and non-profit associations involved with technologies to organize joint events and promote the work of each other online and through social media, enabling to tap into each other's network. I also suggest focusing on influencing policymakers, competent authorities, and institutional players. I believe that we must offer insight to develop the domestic legal and regulatory framework and take coordinate actions, make suggestions and review in relation to policies, propose legislative actions. We must have a hands-on an active approach to ensure that the development of the legislative, regulatory, and policy framework is made in a sensible way that encourages legal tech while protecting the legal profession. And this is what the Technology Committee of the Cyprus Bar Association aims to do. Thank you. Thank you for the question.
Thank you
That was
that,
a great question.
Okay, I'm not sure if you may have partly answered this one, but recently the public authorities in Cyprus seek to introduce digital processes in court proceedings. Do you believe that this is a good starting point or even a useful step for the development of legal tech in Cyprus? Wouldn't focusing on other areas perhaps be more useful instead?
There are many reasons resulting in prioritizing the digital transformation of the Cyprus judicial system. The pandemic paralyzed most court processes, as you may have heard and know, since they relied heavily on paper and the physical presence of lawyers in courts. Even before the pandemic, there was a notably slow progress of court cases and a heavy burden of safely keeping huge volumes of court documents. A direct result of this was the need to take immediate actions to alleviate this problem and generate efficient court processes. In this sense, digitally transforming the judicial system was in order and a good starting point for legal tech development. Court processes are an important component of the legal industry and impact many law firms and legal professionals. As such, using technology for courts reform is a prime example of legal tech development. In my opinion, this reform will encourage law firms to turn their focus on updating their technical systems, internally training their lawyers, teach them, train them how to use technology, and generally becoming more involved with legal tech. Having said that, this initiative is definitely not where the legal tech story ends. Indeed, this is only a part of where public authorities and legal industry professionals and stakeholders should focus on to realize the potential of legal tech. Focusing on other areas simultaneously with dealing with the judicial system reform is definitely possible and desirable. Many other actions may and should be considered at the same time. I mean, from a policy and regulatory point of view, actions may be taken to base the use of technology on certain and predictable grounds and on robust security standards. This will allow the increased use of technology in all industries, I believe, including the legal industry. In the legal industry, for example, alternative payment solutions and accepting cryptocurrencies, offering novel legal services and products such as through electronic shops, marketplaces, may be integrated to legal business models and facilitated by policy initiatives, clarifying and enhancing the underpinning legal framework. Also, as part of such policy and regulatory initiatives, access to electronic services of public authorities may be facilitated. The electronic identification scheme and the use of qualified electronic signatures are currently explored by the Deputy Minister of Innovation with a view to facilitating secure and easy access to online public services, and of course, to offer connectivity. Many legal services, such as setting up a company, coordinating clients' payments, with coordinating clients' payments with the government or any public authorities, for example, are conducive to and may benefit from significant digital reform. The development of legal and regulatory frameworks intending to increase the use of technology means and actually it enhances the creation and emergence of new services. It enables the creation and emergence of new services and products for not only the legal industry, but for all industries. In turn, this creates new practice areas for lawyers. Therefore, policymaking should focus on allowing more technology-reliant products and services to emerge, which will result in the development of more legal tech practices. A comprehensive scheme and deliberate attempt to train and inform lawyers of the practice areas and legal industry trends of the future, of tomorrow, should be sought by both the public and private sector. The use and deployment of technology in all industries necessitate a strong legal presence with expert legal tech knowledge and skills. Lawyers should not be left behind. This technological evolution and trends, but should be instead inspired and motivated to stay ahead of all legal tech developments. This is a strategic goal that we need to absolutely achieve in case we want to seriously develop legal tech and preserve the effectiveness of the legal profession. Therefore, I personally welcome the judicial system's digital transformation, recognizing, however, that many more actions can and should be immediately considered by all involved stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christiana. We're actually coming to the end of our time. I'd like to say there still are some questions unanswered. If Christiana is okay, we'll try to kind of get a summary of the feel of the questions, and maybe Christiana, you can answer them for us.
Yeah, of course. I don't
paragraph tomorrow or the next day.
I don't have a view, so I don't see the questions.
We will gather the questions, and when we get in touch with everybody, we'll do our best to address the main issues of your questions. I'd like to say a very huge thank you to everybody who joined us today and for your lovely comments. And thank you very much to Christiana for your insights and some interesting and thought-provoking comments that we've heard today.
Thank you everyone.
And hope to see you all again soon. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, see you. Thank you.